Into a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Look at the 76ers starting group. Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Maxey. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. To the middle. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
Morant against Maxey from 13 and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, a lot of guys now are not comfortable in that mid-range area, but Morant is. He'll take that shot when it's there.
Maxey on the wing, guarded by Morant, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And here are the Grizzlies now. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Edey. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Yabusele drains it from beyond the arc.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Maxey against Morant. Goes up again. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Maxey. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one's on Morant.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League assistant there to NBA assistant, and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. From deep, George, the 76ers with another miss. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Payne with the bucket. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. The challenge is slowing down Joel Embiid. Asked Coach what the game plan was. He said with Embiid, you know he's going to get to the line. You know he's going to get his. Our goal is to keep him away from the basket. If we get him settling for jumpers, that's a win for us. We'll see if they can force him to become a shooter in this one. Kevin?
Thank you, David. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Morant scanning the floor. Back to Payne. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by George. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Yabusele. Embiid with it. And the layup's good off the glass.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And give credit to Maxey for just being aggressive inside, earning that whistle in the process.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw good, Maxey. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Mo Wagner's checked in for the 76ers. Martin comes in for Yabusele. Maxey against Pippen. From deep. No good that time. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Here's McCain. It's deflected.
Using that near 7-foot frame, Aldama says not today.
Pass to Edey. Payne looking around. Pippen against Maxey. Payne for 3. No good.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And here's George for 3. The 76ers with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Aldama. Still scoreless. Outside, Payne. And he jams it with authority.
Payne with the hops.
76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Martin. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. The kick out to Payne. Outside Jackson. Aldama passes to Jackson. To the paint. Here's Payne. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, don't count on Jackson Jr. for big assist numbers, but he'll make smart passes.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Bobby Portis has checked in for Memphis. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Price has checked in. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Maxey kicks to Price. Wagner with a screen for Price. It's stolen by Aldama. Fast break Memphis. All going up court. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Good read by Aldama. His selfless attitude is why his guys enjoy playing.
Maxey passes to Price. Back to Maxey. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pippen kicks to Bane. Beyond the arc. And Pippen with the basket. The assist by Bane. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
That's a great pass. Offensively, Bane's the total package.
For Memphis, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And Portis throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Pass to Edey. Now Aldama, guarded by Price. Shot clock at 6. Bane with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A minute 50 left to play here in the first. Maxey passes to Martin. Maxey looking it over. Wagner has screen on Pippen. Got a piece of it. Here's Aldama. And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Edey. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bane. .124 left here in the first quarter. Pass to McCain. Back to Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The 76ers again can't hit it. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Well, we saw it in Boston, and we're seeing it in Memphis. Marcus Smart is a key piece in any lineup, Stan.
Yeah, look, you can just plug Marcus Smart in, especially to your defense. Multiple times on the defensive team, and he became so much better being able to run an offense, direct traffic, keep a team together.
And if he can just stay healthy, that will be maybe the missing part of his career.
Yeah, and that's the challenge right now.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the 76ers. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Maxey. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Jackson. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. 76ers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Richardson outside. And here's Price. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Smart. From deep three-point territory. And that one released in time, but no good. Desmond Bane getting it done for Memphis. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball. Here on 2K Sports. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
They've got Jackson. Marcus Smart is out there with Pippen. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Portis in at the four-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. Here's Price, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Wells is checked in. Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Memphis. Portis a screen on Maxey. Inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Portis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies. Maxey kicks to Richardson. Now here's Maxey. 8 points for him. Back to Richardson. Maxey in the corner. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Paul George comes in for Price. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Maxey. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Richardson dishes to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Portis a screen on Dinwiddie. Rebound by the 76ers. The shot's good on the assist by George. Dinwiddie's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Outside Jackson. Portis sets the pick for Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 5. Now Richardson. This one for three. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
He just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
And the Grizzlies leading by three. Outside, Smart. Pass to Portis. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
And stolen by Portis. Wells wide open. And they'll get another chance. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
Baines checked in for Santi Aldama. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Dinwiddie outside. And Philadelphia making a change here. Martin's checked in.
76er substitution. Number 1.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Outside, Smart. To the inside, Portis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Portis has got 9 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here now is Dinwiddie. In the corner, George with it. Fires the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Smart passes to Jackson. The three. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Dinwiddie with it. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, George with it. Shoots over Wells, and it's George missing. The Grizzlies have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
And really with good positional size, Dinwiddie can make plays above the rim.
Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Memphis moving it around. Wells' shot is good.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Dinwiddie. Richardson outside. Takes the three. They get it back. There's Embiid with the dunk.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Jackson against Embiid. Pass to Wells. Now Jackson. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dinwiddie drives in. Richardson finds Martin. Dinwiddie outside. Martin with a screen on Portis. Dinwiddie passes to Martin. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. John Morant comes in for Marcus Smart. And then for Philadelphia, Wagner's checked in for Joel Embiid. And Drummond subbed in for Martin. Here's Morant. He's got 5. Outside, Bain. Pass to Portis. Here's Wells from the arc. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Morant against Dinwiddie. Outside, George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Portis kicks to Bain. Launches it, just 5 to shoot. Buries the long-range jumper. Bain's got 14.
And how about Desmond Bain, among the most accurate shooters in the world?
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Wagner. The shake. And it's good on the layup. Wagner's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Wagner loves the ball inside. He makes his money on the blocks.
Here's Wells. And he makes good on the layup. Wells has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Down low, George. And George with the stuff.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Bain. Portis, a screen on Richardson. Bain for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Morant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside, and Morant very high on that list.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
Embiid, he's checked in for Wagner. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bain evolve into a number 1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Over in the corner, Price. Kicks it out to Maxey. And it's Memphis on the break. And the dunk by Wells.
Yeah, that's a great find by Morant. He draws so much attention, there's usually someone open.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. 58 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Price. Back to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Price. Memphis has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Here's Wells. Out to the right wing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Wells in the corner. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Now Wagner from deep. Richardson. That one no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing. A bruising game inside, and it's working for him. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Coming in, this looked like an even matchup on paper, but on the floor, mismatch. These guys are putting the wood to them.
All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. All right, Court Cam Sam wants to know, who's the... Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman. From deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Paul George, Yabusele out there with Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2. Here's Yabusele. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
A kick out to Bane. Outside Jackson. Up again. It's good on the putback. Bane's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to McCain. Oh, good on the triple.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And it's Morant missing.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Maxey. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now it's an 11-point Grizzly lead. And here's Maxey. He's got 8. To the middle. Here's McCain. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
The 76ers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. You miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Here's Bane. That's tipped, and he recovers it. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. Bane's got 23 points.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Maxey. It's rebounded by Memphis.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Morant kicks to Bane. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 25.
Well, he's a bona fide 20-point-per-game scorer. Desmond Bane's been terrific tonight. I'd keep going to him.
Embiid sets the pick for George. Shot to stop the run. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Plays it up and banks it in. Edey's got his first points of the night.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor. On the road, it's impressive.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse, who wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Check in for George. And here are the 76ers now. They trail by 18. Bounce pass Maxey. McCain's shot is off.
some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's Morant missing. The 76ers trail by 18. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Morant passes to Jackson. Now Bane. A three. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Maxey with it. 8 points for him. Outside, Martin. A 3-ball. Goes back up. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Inside, Edey. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Maxey. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Pass to McCain. Clock at 6. Over Bane. Here's Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Zach Edey picks one up.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Pass to Edey. Outside Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Jackson's got 5 points now. This quarter.
Well, modern-day big men can hit threes and guard multiple positions. That's Jaren Jackson.
Here's McCain. Makes it off the glass. McCain's got his second basket of the night. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They led by as many as 18 points. Outside, Bane. Morant, right side. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses. Edey gets the... bucket. Edey's got 6.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
It's tipped.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Outside, Bane. Nice Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Embiid, no. Good. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Outside, Bain. Tipped away. It's stolen by Martin. Pass to Yabusele. Embiid with a screen on Bain. Maxey passes to Embiid. Edey with the rebound. Memphis has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
76er's.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
It's that time of day, everybody. Come on and give a round of applause for your Grizzlies players.
Some changes for Memphis. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. Smart comes in for Bain. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Smart finds Portis. Aldama with the ball. From outside, off the mark. Pippen against Maxey. A crossover and the rejection by Jackson. To the inside.
76ers Tyrese Maxey. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that three ball for these guys.
Well, Smart is a relentless competitor whose impact always goes beyond the box score. The league could always use more players like him.
And so, Smart nails both of them. The 76ers trail by 20. Outside, Maxey. 1:06 left in the third. George passes to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now, here's Pippen. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
For 3, Covington. Covington setting the pick for Maxey. Outside for George. Richardson against Smart. Up top, Maxey. 8 points for him. And stolen by Portis. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Good on the second free throw.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
To the paint, here's Richardson. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 6th assist on the night. And so it's Memphis, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Wells is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Desmond Bane. And it's Portis in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Covington with it. Aldama's there. Clock at 4. The 76ers need to get off a shot. From deep, George. Aldama with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And he gets the bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Down low. Outside, George. Back to Dinwiddie. Wagner outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's Portis. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 19-point game. And it's Wagner missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
First team.
Pass to Pippen. Outside Portis from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists tonight.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
It's George on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. Pippen against Dinwiddie. Pass to Covington. 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie outside. No good on the shot. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Richardson kicks to Dinwiddie. Fades away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Grizzlies shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Now Portis. Aldama with the ball. Yep, it counts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
So it's Philadelphia now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Wagner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie.
Well, this is what big men are for, right? Wagner just powers through the opposition.
Dinwiddie against Pippen. Portis sets the pick for Payne. Connects from three-point range. Payne's got 9 points here in the second half.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here now is Dinwiddie. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
That free throw good from Pippen.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gigi Jackson comes in for Wells. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bain. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Yabusele comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Price in for Paul George. Pass to Embiid. Nice move. And the layup is up and in.
Well, no question. Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Here's Smart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And he's good on the second. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Here's Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Tries the spin move. Here's Price. With 1 on the clock. From downtown, drills the three-pointer.
Don't sleep on Embiid's ability to create for his teammates, and it helps draw defensive attention away from his attack.
McConnell passes to Smart. Good work defensively by Richardson. And here's Price. He brings it up for the 76ers. From outside the arc, Richardson no luck. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Keeping the... up. Smart play.
Here's Dinwiddie. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Pippen's checked in for Memphis. And then for Philadelphia, Martin comes in for Yabusele. And Maxey subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now, here's Maxey. Inside, knocked away. To the middle, here's Pippen. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Outside, Maxey. Embiid in the corner. Back to Maxey. Four on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
And really, Embiid is a threat to score from anywhere. The defense has got to honor him.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Portis kicks to Pippen. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Maxey passes to Richardson. Here's Martin, defended by Aldama. Now Pippen. Pass to Aldama. To the inside. Here's Portis. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Pippen with the wide open look. Smart misses.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Richardson. Inside, here's Price. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Price has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Memphis.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Desmond Bane.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brook Lopez is checked in for Santi Aldama. Williams comes in for Smart, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Pippen. With the crossover, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
First free throw is good. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
Well, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Price finds Richardson. Maxey with it. Pass to Price. Launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
McConnell against Maxey. And here's McConnell. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This game may not have been the most. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy.